JICA Ex-Participants Alumni of Kenya is an association of Kenyans who have studied at various institutions in Japan at different times and levels under the sponsorship of JICA. It was registered by the Registrar of Societies on the 22nd of February 1983. Kenya-Japan Technical Cooperation dates back to 1963 when 2 participants were taken to Japan for technical training. However, Japan International Cooperation Agency was established on the 1st of August 1974. The association started in 1984 with 35 members, where first general meeting was held in 1985. The main objectives then were to promote and strengthen existing bonds of friendship and technical cooperation between the people of Kenya and Japan, give its members an opportunity to meet and socialize in diverse activities, thereby enhancing mutual friendship and understanding. Initially, the alumni was primarily a social organization through which members met at various functions such as families and trips to scenic sites. There were good old days when we had good active participation by the Japanese based in Kenya. Our functions used to be graced by the ambassador of Japan, the JICA resident representative, and the Japanese experts. JEPAK membership has been sustained by very faithful members. One good example is Mr. Paul Wachira, who is a founder member of this association and has been active for the last 45 years.
My background is in mechanical engineering and vocational training. I went to Japan first time in 1981. I went to a place called Shioji to do vocational training management for 3 months. My experience having worked with Japanese as counterparts and at NYS, I personally like the Japanese, and I like their culture. Particularly, they manage their time. If you agree with the Japanese to meet at 9 o'clock, they will be there 10 to 9. In Japan, supervision is minimal. You have your work to do and you do it. I remember one time I visited car manufacturing factory in Saitama Prefecture, and they were producing about 1,500 cars in an hour. And every station, you know, you have a job to do, and the stations, the car comes, you will fix the door, you fix what? And I asked myself, you know, if you went there with hangover, the way we are, you know, or no supervision, that production would be, you know, useless. We started this alumni in 1983. Actually, I found a member of the alumni, and we have continued. What I like about the alumni is that we have continued, we maintained the relationship between ourselves and JICA and the Japanese. I have liked my interaction with JEPAK since we started the alumni, and I have met a lot of members. We have created a good relationship. I have made friends, and the continuity of you know, participation is cordial, and I hope it continues, you know, to grow and, you know, even to bigger heights. I would like the members to participate actively in JEPAK activities, to emulate our relationship with the Japanese, about the commitment, about giving to others what we have learned from Japan, about the time value, what can you give, what can you sacrifice yourself for the sake of the Kenyans, what can you teach your other colleagues. The attributes we have learned in Japan, we can copy them here and apply them as we continue as brothers and sisters.
Highlights of area activities included the annual general meeting. This marked the end of one year to the other. Orientation parties. These were used to induct pre-participants and new members to our organization. Family get-togethers, end-of-year party, family education tours. During those days, JEPAK realized remarkable and notable achievements. These included production and distribution of annual newsletters to the members, education tours to technical cooperation sites, social gatherings that have enhanced cultural exchange and sharing of ideas, and donation to the needy.
I went to Japan way back in 1987, and I attended a senior administration course sponsored by Joseph through JICA, and I was in Tokyo. It was a short course, about 6 months, in the field of population and family planning. One thing I learned about in Japan is selflessness, seriousness, and business-like people who love their country. JEPAK to me was a platform for socializing, families socializing, where we would come with our families, share conversation, tour the country, and of course the seminars we held were able to upgrade our skills, our communication, and the list of things. JEPAK, to me, is like a bank of where you get various professional skills, where you have engineers, you have social workers, you have doctors, and agriculturists, and the rest of the skills we need to develop. The more stronger JEPAK becomes, the more it can contribute to the country's development agenda. I want to thank JICA for continuing to help JEPAK grow, and we are always available. I think we are at a time when we should introduce honorary honors, so that when you invite us, we come there as elders of JEPAK.
With time, the alumni has realized the need for evolving systems and strategies that address the needs of the Kenyan society, both at the micro and macro levels of economic development. Towards this new thrust, there has been need to marshal the technical skills to support programs that benefit the community. In order to meet the challenges and provide better service, we developed a strategic plan 2005-2010. The strategic plan engendered 1. To sustain institutional growth, direction and development of members, enhanced resource mobilization and utilization. The vision of the organization was to be a sustainable world-class alumni and leading think tank in the African region, creating value to its members, partners, and stakeholders. The mission was to mobilize membership and tap its pool of expertise to provide service for socio-economic development while maintaining strong cultural and technological links between the peoples of Kenya and Japan.
In 1983, when I was the provincial engineer in charge of the northeastern province of the Republic of Kenya, I was selected to attend a course in construction engineering. It was a 4-month course, and it was conducted based in the OITC, Osaka International Training Center. In that course, I was able to meet other participants who came from different parts of the world, especially from the developing countries. During my course or my study, we were able to visit different parts of Japan. We were able to visit projects say in Honshu, in Hokkaido, in Shikoku, and I was very impressed with the technology, the level of technology that had was being used in Japan. We were able to visit the Honshu Shikoku Bridge, where one span of the bridge was longer than 1 kilometer, whereas our bridges in Kenya used to be very short bridges. I also learned that the Japanese people were very disciplined, that whereas here you have to supervise people when you give them a job, you have to make sure you stand there and ensure that they are not idling around. In Japan, once you are given a job, nobody needed to supervise you. You could do what you are supposed to do because you knew it was your duty. I contributed in discussions regarding what methods we could use to build better roads and bridges. One of the bridges that we were able to build was the Nyali Bridge, which crosses the Tudor Creek in Mombasa. We had various other bridges that we put up, and they include the Sabaki Bridge, and the Kilifi Bridge, and the Mtwapa bridges. Those were applying methods that were used in Japan. Thereafter, I was able to join JICA ex-participants alumni of Kenya. In short, it's called JEPAK, and therein were other members who had also gone to Japan to study various subjects, some of them in the agricultural sector, others in the health sector, and many others. We had other outings when we were as members of JEPAK, when we went on educational tours and were able to visit a project like the Okaria Geothermal, the electricity generation project. We were able to visit fishing farms in Kasagana, and some national parks in Kenya. This made us become very close together And what joined us together was our having gone to Japan to study under JICA sponsorship. We became a family, something that was not happening to people who had been sponsored to other countries by other sponsors. Those other people would only go and study, then come back and stay apart. But as a family, a JEPAK family, we were able to see each other as brothers and sisters. JICA has been very useful to this country, considering that they came to Kenya way back before independence in 1961, and they are still operational today. I believe in Africa, JEPAK must be a leading group. And some people do even come to find out how we have been so successful. I expect JEPAK to live on. I was chairman of JEPAK for one term, that is 2 years, in the year 2000 to 2002. And I enjoyed being a member or a chairman of that committee because of the cooperation that was there within the committee and between the committee and the other members of JEPAK. I would like to urge the current members of JEPAK committee to continue doing the good work. I know it is voluntary, and you spend a lot of your own time to devote to yourselves to the success of JEPAK.
The current activities include recruitment of new members before and after going to Japan, advising nominated participants before they leave for Japan, production and circulation of the annual newsletter, organizing environmental activities to clean or beautify Nairobi and other towns, organizing workshops or conferences that are aimed at promoting development through application of the skills acquired in Japan, participation in emergency or disaster management and conflict resolution, initiation of sustainable community development projects, participating in charitable activities.
I went to Japan in 1995 in an institution that was then known as Kanagawa International Fisheries Training Center. I was a beneficiary of the JICA programs that are offered under the mutual and bilateral friendship of our two countries. I am a very proud member of JEPAK and a life member as such, because this is a platform that has enabled us, members, to be able to share our expertise and experiences with the wider community. And as members, we share a common love for Japan and the Japanese people, resulting from the positive experiences we had through the homestay experience. Homestay experience, homestay is part of the program. When you, as a student in Japan, you are given opportunity to stay with a Japanese family. Then you get to interact and understand how they live from day to day. And that way it gave us a very good understanding of the people. Finally, I'd like to say that as a JEPAK alumni member, I wish and I would hope that it will grow in capacity to be able to carry out more outreach programs to share the expertise, the abundant expertise and knowledge that our members have.
The committee composes of a chairperson, vice chairperson, secretary, assistant secretary, treasurer, assistant treasurer, coordinator, and 4 committee members, all elected at an annual general meeting. JICA is the main sponsor and oversees our work. It provides an annual subsidy in support of all activities based on a clear budget. JICA appoints one of its staff members to supervise our activities, while a Japanese member of staff sits as the advisor. JICA Kenya office has also given us an opportunity to participate at the TICAD 6 meeting. We were given a stand in one of the side events. JICA president was one of the guests who visited our stand. I went to Japan in the year 1993 for Gogatsu Handes, that is 5.5 months. I went to 3 prefectures. I was in Tokyo for 2 months. I went to Shizuoka Prefecture at the Okitu Fruit Research Station for 2 months. And lastly, I ended up at Tsukuba Fruit Research Station for the other 2 months. When it comes to Kenya-Japan relations, I feel strongly that Japan has a lot of love, for lack of a better word, with Kenya and to Kenya, because of the way they have always supported our initiatives. One thing that I would wish to reiterate very clearly, in the 1993 when I went to Japan, it was the time of the structural adjustment programs. And one thing that I remember very well, that all the other nations, especially the Bretton Woods, would freeze their aid until we fulfilled certain conditions. But for Japan and through JICA, they have never put conditions on their aid. And I would say that they have had a good relationship with Kenya, and that's why a lot of people have been trained in Japan through the JICA sponsored programs. I would say I may not have the right statistics, but more than 20,000 Kenyans have been trained in Japan under JICA sponsored programs, which has seen our capacity being developed as a nation. So I would say that the relationship between Kenya and Japan has been quite good. When I was in Japan, there are a number of values that I was able to appreciate, and I would say without fear of contradiction that I still practice them where I work, because the culture of work for the Japanese is very well developed. Everyone works not only from their minds, but from their hearts with great commitment. And I bought that, and where I work, I really work with great commitment and a burden for improving the livelihoods of Kenyans. When I was in Japan, I realized that the Japanese love their work, and as I have said, and they are very committed to values like honesty, timekeeping, and especially timekeeping. Many a times I have always said that I wish we have a vaccine where we can vaccinate our Kenyans so that they can keep time. Where I would want to see JEPAK in the future, I would wish to see a more committed group who are able to give to their community. And I would borrow the words of one president from the US, and I would challenge ourselves to ask what we can do for JEPAK, and in essence what we can do for this nation. And maybe this is likely to make us get greater commitment to JEPAK, and see that JEPAK can be felt in this nation. JEPAK is the only alumni in Kenya that has been active. The others, I know a number of them without mentioning names that have not been active, but for JEPAK, it has been quite active. And this I would associate it with the support from Japan and through JICA, where JICA has been really on our support, and I would only urge that they continue supporting JEPAK, because we call ourselves friendship ambassadors. And for us to be better friendship ambassadors, we cannot be friendship ambassadors without us being good friends with JICA. And I would want to ask to thank JICA most sincerely for the efforts they have done in funding some of the activities that the JEPAK community has been involved in. And for us members, I would say let us do the best that we can to make sure that we keep up with JEPAK being the best alumni in this land of Kenya. In this new dispensation, some of the identified challenges include motivating members to actively and continuously get involved in all activities, attaining and maintaining the general and specific objectives of the alumni, building and sustaining a strong financial base, continuous retention of qualified and competent ex-participants, establishment and maintenance of an up-to-date membership list, and self-sustainability.
I went to Japan in 2008. I was doing a course on hospital administration. When I came back, I was able to implement quality and the quality model of 5S Kaizen. 5S Kaizen means change for the better. This we have implemented in Kenyatta National Hospital, and it has enabled the hospital to be ISO certified. In JEPAK, we have planted trees also in Kadeka Primary School in Kitui. We planted 1,500 trees in 2023, and we went in 2024. They have really grown, and the students, the teachers, and the members are very happy about it. The way forward on JEPAK, I would like it to be more interactive. We had a networking forum in East Africa, whereby we had Burundi, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania. We were sharing. I would also prefer we continue sharing internationally, even to go up to Japan.
As an alumni, we have been holding activities that give us an opportunity to feel with the members of our communities that are less fortunate. One of the major activities has been the annual medical camp. This camp has been held in areas where we felt access to good medical services has been a challenge, e.g. the slums. So far, more than 15 camps have been held. Other activities involve visiting children's homes. In this activity, we donate foods and clothing. We have also participated in standing with the Japanese society when they had a serious disaster, the tsunami. We contributed some money towards our brothers in Japan. In JEPAK management structure, the patron is usually drawn from JEPAK membership, and he provides leverage in offering effective leadership, influence, and strong corporate image. Professor Micheka is our current patron.
I have been a long-serving member of the JICA community, and in particular during the Japanese engagement in supporting the technical support of the then very young institution, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. JICA has contributed quite a lot in training in various sections. Again, I can't mention all of them, but I can just pick out, say, Kemri. I can pick up the forestry section, the KEFRI. I can pick up now again the training of other technical staff in civil engineering, and in particular even making major bridges of this country. So really, I think the contribution has been in good faith, and Kenya has received and keeps to receive Japanese support in the best of interest of the two countries. I'm proud of being the JEPAK patron. It is a very interesting position at this point in time, because really my role is much more advisory services to the committee, to the members, and I must say here very emphatically that among the alumni in this country surviving strong is the JEPAK. JEPAK has survived the times. Members are always busy doing something in the nation, notwithstanding sometimes occasional shortage of money, which obviously is everywhere. But I'm proud of the chairpersons, I'm proud of the JICA office for support, and I'm proud of the whole secretariat. As a patron, really, I see them working, and we have our normal regulations, normal meetings, and the Constitution allows for annual elections, which we do every year. My view in seeing the future of JEPAK is this, really. I think we need a lot more engagement. We are, like I said, one of the very few alumni surviving, And I would appeal to JICA really to put in a little more effort to exchange culture, exchange staff, keep JEPAK moving, more recruitment, more activities, so that the initial stages or the initial thought of Kenya-Japan relationship and ensuring that the actual culture exchange, knowledge, and the personnel exchange is part of our tenant, is part of our activities that we do. So my future for JEPAK is extremely clear, that we strengthen it, make it a little more frequent, get a bit of a little budget increased a bit really, and that we need the actual Japanese colleagues from the JICA office in Nairobi to be joining in the activities. When we now put a signpost or just go and label the trees that we have planted, say in Muguga, where JEPAK is extremely used to be engaged quite a bit, we would like to see many more officials from the original Japanese persons, so that when we put JICA there, it has a mark, visibility, continuity in the future.
On members' return from Japan, the expectation is that the knowledge that they acquired in Japan will be translated to what they do here in Kenya. We have a very good case of Mr. Charles Mureithi, who has been practicing what he learned in Japan.
I went to Japan in the year 2011, between October and December, and I went to JICA Scuba. That is the school I was, but we really traveled in that country taking that course called Implementation and Promotion of Agribusiness in African Countries. I was in the first cohort group from Africa. We were 19 participants. That course really empowered me on various aspects of agriculture. Just to mention a few issues on variation, and also issues to do with marketing strategies and the like. When I came back from Japan, I have really done a lot of capacity building, because the program that took me to Japan, that is One Village, One Product, has 3 key principles. That is think globally, act locally, self-reliance and creativity, and also human resource development. So during my time in Japan, I developed, at the tail end of my course, we developed a work plan. And in my work plan, one of the things that I was supposed to do when I came back is to do capacity building and to empower my community as far as agriculture is concerned. That is what I've been doing. So far, I've trained over 6,000 farmers and over 9,000 pupils and students from high school and day school. So my farm is a farm that we can call Farmers Field School, emanating from the knowledge I got from Japan. Then that knowledge that I got from Japan has also helped me in acquiring or being given 3 national trophies. In 2016, I was the second best farmer. Then 2021, we also got the second, the first, we were number 1 in a national environmental transfer competition. And the same year, we were also number 1 in green innovation at a certain company that had that competition. So we have been doing quite enormous, a lot of work that we've been doing in our farm. Then I'm a life member of JEPAK, and I have really benefited being a member of JEPAK, because I've really interacted with the people who went to Japan before me or after me, and we have really shared a lot of experiences. The 2 trainings, that is 2016 and 2018, they were conducted and they had very, very big impact. So I wish that that kind of coordination between JICA and JEPAK continues, so that we can have a bigger impact on in our communities or our society. At the moment, I can proudly say that I'm earning a lot of money from the empowerment that I got from Japan. So I look forward to seeing JEPAK getting even to a bigger level, where we'll be able to network with other alumni in other countries, because so many people go to Japan for the training. And I want to thank the Japanese government, because of the kind of work they have done. And this program, they should continue because the ripple effect is enormous in making our economy grow and also bring those social transformation. One thing that I got from Japan that I always cherish and have passed it to many people is the issue of management of waste management and also time management and also issues on respect and cherishing of peace. So there are quite a number of things that we can learn from the Japanese government or Japanese people, and they will bring big changes in our society.
As you've heard, Mr. Charles Mureithi is a success story of how knowledge learned in Japan has been able to be used to transform the lives of the people in his community. We encourage and challenge as many of our ex-participants to come forward and tell the world how they have been able to use the knowledge that they learned in Japan. We also take this opportunity to thank JICA Kenya office for the support that they have given us in all the activities that we've been carrying out, because we feel without JICA, JEPAK would not be where it is. Specifically, we thank JICA for the support they have given us in the production of this documentary. Long live this great relationship. We truly feel Kenya-Japan friendship ambassadors. Arigato gozaimasu.